Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So this is going to be the Bitcoin update and analysis. So Bitcoin is dropping from that previous top as we were expecting it to do. All right, and we are still within that bearish trend. Let's look at the previous setup video and then we're gonna talk about the update. I'm slightly gonna fast forward that. Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So I'm looking at the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, testing that previous top, all right, and struggling to go beyond that previous top. Yeah, so maybe it's not making sense for some, traders and some investors that, Bitcoin are gonna drop. Bitcoin gonna keep rising, all right. But right now I'm anticipating Bitcoin to go all the way back to that previous low, at least up to 30,000 mark. All right, the reason why Bitcoin is rising is very much simple, that we are having higher inflation across the world, which is causing the strength on the Bitcoin. All right, and some central banks are giving signals that they're gonna start winding up their easy ultra loose monetary policy. All right, and they're gonna go for tighter monetary policy. Okay, which is gonna be a bad sign for the Bitcoin. Okay, which can drive the Bitcoin value aggressively lower. Okay, people can start winding up their positions and can look for profit, and we may see sharp sell-off on Bitcoin. All right, like the way we have seen previously over there. Okay, if I'm gonna look at this whole chart, so we have seen aggressive drop lower than 30,000. We can say that, not healthy drop lower than 30,000. All right, so small push up, we can say below 30,000 there. All right, and right now price is struggling to push more higher within that bigger huge triangle, we can say that. Okay, so what you are simply looking, if you are looking to short it or looking to realize your profit, all right, then simply you are looking for price to go in a bigger correction over there. Okay, first of all, keep falling very aggressively all the way back to that previous low, like the way it has done there. All right, or go into a correction. All right, go into a correction like it has done there and then break out. All right, correction, keep dropping aggressively or go into a correction, that possibility. Okay, if we don't see that correction, then another push up, all right, within that channel, and then start looking for price to drop from that previous top. Okay, so direction is very much clear over there. So you are looking price action and pattern formation over there, and price to keep dragging lower. Okay, we already got sharp sell-off over there on the Bitcoin from that previous top. All right, now that trend to continue to keep dragging lower all the way back to that previous low. All right, so that was the previous video analysis, and if I'm gonna look at this old chart, okay, so since then price is just simply dropping from that previous top. Okay, so we have seen correction over there, the correction which I was talking about, and after having that correction, price is just keep dropping from that top. All right, and recently we were expecting this to give us a bigger 4-hour time frame correction. All right, so we have seen that correction, and after having that correction, price is trying to drag lower all the way back to that previous low, or at least up to this 42 mark first. All right, so I'm gonna look at the next one. Okay, so there we were expecting 4-hour time frame correction on a Bitcoin, very much similar like the Nikkei index. All right, and on 15-minute time frame, we were expecting this correction to break down sharply to the downside for 42 mark or get bigger and then drop. So we have seen slightly a bigger correction on 4-hour time frame. Okay, or same pattern, the pattern which I was showing on 15-minute time frame. Okay, another leg appeared, and then price is heading towards the next target. All right, so that's the update on lower time frame, and we still got a room on the Bitcoin. Okay, as I have shown you the video, and in that video I was saying that the reason was Bitcoin to keep pushing more higher was the inflation. All right, and since Jerome Powell said that inflation is not transitory, all right, so Bitcoin is feeling the heat, all right, of that. Bitcoin was a strong risk on move after after we were having higher numbers on the inflation, and inflation is just simply finding its, you know, top somewhere around, you know, we can say that 7, or in worst case scenario 10%. All right, 10% is far away right now because we are having 6.8 right now in the US. Yeah, if it goes to 10, it's going to be a worst case scenario, right? But that's going to make, you know, Fed to, you know, to be more hawkish, we can say that. Okay, and we still got a room on the Bitcoin. As long as Fed is going to change their policy, it's very hard for the Bitcoin to maintain its bullish trend. All right, and we still got a room on the Bitcoin. It still can push lower all the way back to this previous low up to 30K mark, and then we may see, you know, a buy opportunity over there back to that top on the Bitcoin. All right, so this opportunity is still not there, and right now we are not anticipating this to maintain its trend, bullish trend. Okay, this move may appear over there. Okay, but right now we are not anticipating that move to happen. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, what we are anticipating, just price to simply stay below those 4-hour moving averages. Okay, if you remember, since Bitcoin was there, if you have seen my, you know, weekly video analysis, and you have seen my Bitcoin, you know, analysis, that I was talking to you guys that just watch price to stay below those moving averages. Okay, price is just simply staying below those moving averages. Okay, and holding those moving averages, and trend is still there for the downside. Okay, so same again, as long as price gonna stay below those moving averages. Okay, so there is no trend for upside. Bitcoin has to break out that bearish trend very, very aggressively for this to push up for another leg higher. So there is no buy yet on the Bitcoin. Okay, and if I'm gonna make this analysis more simple, Bitcoin to just stay below those moving averages and keep the trend intact for more downside, right? So on lower time frame, on 1 hour time frame, what you are looking, simply there are corrections appearing over there. Okay, so any correction you are watching over there for specifically for the downside on the Bitcoin, okay, you need very, very aggressive breakout. If breakout is going to be very aggressive, then you are looking trying to continue. Otherwise, there, if you are looking continuation trade on the Bitcoin at current price, there is slightly a risk. I mean, a risk exists over there for the downside. All right, because price is trying to find its bottom. People still believe that it is going to hold its floor somewhere, you know, at 40 or 42, and then gonna continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so all these people are just guessing that price gonna hold these levels and gonna continue to keep pushing more higher. Yeah, so based on our structure, based on our pattern, we still see more room to the downside, right? We still see more room to the downside on Bitcoin. Okay, and it says that we may visit that low again. So we are having, you know, other coins, all right, other, like, you know, ADA is simply visiting this low. All right, this previous bottom, we had similar structure over there. All right, and ADA is just tagging. I was showing short on the ADA as well from this previous top. All right, so if other coins keeps falling, then Bitcoin will also gonna follow them too. All right, so keep that thing in mind. And if I'm gonna look at the 1 hour time frame, so room is still there. So as said, you are watching aggressive breakouts. Okay, not corrective breakouts, aggressive breakouts, something like that. Okay, if that comes, then you are looking this to just keep dragging all the way back to that low. So slightly a risky trade. If you know how to take it, how to trade it, then you can trade. Yeah, so if you are buying based on just these lows, okay, and based on, you know, just hoping that price is gonna hold these areas and gonna reverse for the upside. Yeah, so these supports may break down aggressively to the downside. All right, so think twice before going to buy just based on support and resistance. Okay, so trend is bearish and it is setting up for another breakout to the downside. Okay, in case if that breakout is not going to come on 1 hour time frame and price is going to get a bigger correction over there. All right, so if I'm gonna pull out bars pattern and gonna take that there. Okay, so if it gets bigger, still it's gonna be a correction for more downside. right back to that previous low at least. So your short-term target gonna be this previous low 42 mark first. All right, correction gets bigger. So for, right now there is a correction on 1 hour time frame. You're looking at that to break down, and once price gonna break down that 1 hour time frame correction and visit the 42, then it to just keep breaking all the way back to that previous low 30k mark. Hope that makes sense and got the idea what to look for on the Bitcoin. We'll see you back again in another analysis. Until then, bye.